Have you ever felt exhausted for no reason? Have you noticed your body doesn't respond like it used to, that your mind feels foggy, your heart races for no clear reason? Maybe you've blamed it on work stress, lack of sleep, or the monotony of daily life, but there's something deeper, more invisible, that could be behind each of those symptoms. Anxiety. No, we're not talking about the obvious kind of anxiety, the one that makes you hyperventilate, cry, or feel like running away. We're talking about a type of anxiety that wears a disguise. One that quietly settles into your routine. That becomes part of your day without you even realizing it. And the most shocking part? It changes your body in silence, from the inside out, little by little, until one day you wake up and realize, you're not the same anymore. Today, we're going to reveal the 7 ways anxiety changes your body without you realizing it. This isn't your typical video. This is a mirror I invite you to hold up to yourself. Because as you listen, you'll start to recognize things you may have been ignoring for years. Get ready for a journey to the center of your body, the heart of your mind, and the truth you may have been avoiding. I promise you, if you stay until the end, not only will you understand what anxiety is doing to you, but you'll also learn how to start letting go of it. And if this message resonates with you, you'll know you're not alone, and that it's time to do something about it. Breathing is something we do without thinking. It's automatic, constant, our most basic connection to life. But did you know that anxiety changes the way you breathe, even when you're not aware of it? One of the first physical signs of hidden anxiety is a subtle, yet profound, change in your breathing. Without realizing it, you start breathing more shallowly. Air no longer reaches deep into your lungs, it gets stuck in the upper chest. And that has a huge impact: less oxygen to the brain, more fatigue, more brain fog. Your body goes into a state of alert without you knowing, as if it were bracing for something bad to happen, even when everything seems fine. Over time, this altered breathing becomes your new normal. But it's not. You get tired faster. You feel constant pressure in your chest. Negative thoughts seem endless. Sound familiar? Anxiety doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers through a sigh you didn't even know you released. Through that sudden urge to breathe deeper, for no clear reason. You're not sick, your body is reacting to a threat your mind created. It's fear, turned into breath. But there's one powerful truth: you can take back control. Breathe deeply now. Inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale through your mouth. Do it again. Feel that? That tiny pocket of peace? That's proof your body can come back to you. That you can come back to you. The heart is one of the most sensitive organs to emotional states. When you're in love, it races. When you're scared, it speeds up. But what happens when anxiety is always there, quiet, constant, even when it doesn't seem like it? One of the most common and misunderstood physical effects of anxiety is hidden tachycardia. It's not a heart attack or a serious medical issue. It's your body reacting to an invisible threat. Your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, like you're in danger, even if you're just sitting at your desk or lying in bed. You feel palpitations. A tightness in your chest. Maybe a bit dizzy. And you think, am I having something serious? But no. It's anxiety. So subtle you didn't even notice it was there. And the hardest part? It can last for days. Weeks. Months. Without anyone noticing. Without you even understanding it. The heart is noble, but also vulnerable. If you force it to stay on high alert all the time, if you keep it running without a reason, eventually it will speak louder. And when it does, it's because it has been hurting silently for too long. Don't ignore those signs. Don't get used to them. Your heart deserves rest. It deserves to beat for love, excitement, life, not fear. Anxiety can be treated. You can learn to calm it. But first, you must recognize it. Have you noticed that when you're anxious, your stomach feels off? That's no coincidence. There's a deep connection between the brain and the digestive system. In fact, it's called the second brain, because it contains millions of neurons and produces neurotransmitters like serotonin, which regulate mood. Anxiety disrupts your digestion. It changes your appetite. It can make you feel nauseous for no reason. Bloated. Cause diarrhea or constipation, even when doctors find no physical cause. It's frustrating. It's draining. And often, it becomes a cycle. Anxiety affects your stomach, and then your stomach symptoms create more anxiety. This is one of the most silent and painful changes. Because few people understand it. Because it's invisible. Because even you start to believe this is normal. But it's not. Your body isn't designed to live in a constant state of alert. Your organs need peace. Your gut needs balance. And that starts in your mind. Recognizing that your stomach is reflecting what you can't put into words is the first step toward healing. Listen to it. Take care of it. Don't silence it with medicine that only soothes the symptom. Seek the root cause. How many times a day do you feel tension in your shoulders, your back, your neck? How many days end with physical pain, even though you didn't do anything strenuous? Anxiety has the power to turn your body into armor that stiffens over time, becomes your new normal, and makes it nearly impossible to relax. Tense muscles are a direct sign that you're in fight or flight mode, even if you're just walking around your house or watching TV. Your body is preparing to defend itself. To resist. But that constant preparation comes at a price: exhaustion, chronic aches, insomnia, emotional fatigue. And here's the most shocking part: many people live like this for years, thinking it's just stress or bad posture. When in reality, it's your body screaming what your mouth can't say. Tension is anxiety made flesh. It's repressed emotion turned into rigidity. It's bottled up fear showing up in every fiber of your being. But you don't have to live like this. There is a way out. There is relief. And it all starts with awareness. You get into bed. You're exhausted. All you want is sleep. But your mind won't shut off. It spins. It brings up old memories. Imagines disastrous futures. And even though your body is begging for rest, your brain refuses to cooperate. Night after night, anxiety steals your peace. Insomnia doesn't always mean you can't fall asleep. Sometimes you do, but you wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. in a state of alert. Other times, you fall asleep late but feel like the sleep didn't restore you. You wake up more tired than when you went to bed. Has that ever happened to you? Anxiety interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. It also raises cortisol, the stress hormone. That's why, even if nothing seems wrong, your body stays on high alert, blocking deep rest. And the most painful part is that anxious insomnia becomes a cycle. You sleep poorly, feel worse, and the next day your anxiety grows even stronger. A vicious circle that drains your energy, your clarity, your vitality. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a physiological, emotional, and spiritual necessity. If you don't rest, you can't think clearly, you can't make good decisions, and you can't heal. Your rest is sacred. And if anxiety is stealing it, don't accept that as normal. There are ways to recover your sleep. But start by understanding that this normal insomnia might be your soul's emergency alarm. Yes, you heard that right. Anxiety can also show up in your physical appearance. It's not just an internal issue. When your mind is under constant stress, your body redirects energy to vital functions, and neglects others like hair growth, skin health, or nail strength. Have you noticed more hair falling out lately? That your skin looks dull or lifeless, even if you're sleeping and eating well? That your nails break easily? It might not be a dermatological issue. It might be a quiet reflection of your anxiety. These signs are subtle but devastating to your self-esteem. They affect how you see yourself, how others perceive you, and how you feel in your own skin. And if no one around you understands it's connected to your emotions, you may feel even more misunderstood. Anxiety wears you down. It drains reserves. It depletes nutrients. And over time, it weakens what once felt strong. But there's hope here too. When you begin to heal emotionally, the physical body responds. When your mind finds calm, your body starts to bloom again. And that glow you thought you'd lost, it can come back. One of the most frightening effects of prolonged anxiety is what we call mental fog. That feeling of being present but disconnected. Like your mind is blocked, slow, unable to focus. You struggle to remember simple things. You lose your concentration easily. You find it hard to follow a conversation. And worst of all, you feel guilty about it. You think you're losing your abilities. That something's wrong with you. But it's not your fault. It's anxiety. When your body is stuck in constant survival mode, your brain focuses on staying alive, not on reasoning. High cortisol levels damage short-term memory, interfere with learning, and cloud your mental sharpness. This affects your performance at work, your relationships, your ability to make decisions. And often, those around you don't get it. What are you thinking about? They ask. But even you don't know. Mental fog can make you feel disconnected from life. As if you're trapped in a body that no longer responds like it used to. But you're not alone. And you're not lost. With help, with rest, with emotional regulation practices, your clarity can return. Your mind can shine again. Don't resign yourself to living in the dark. After going through these 7 hidden ways anxiety changes your body, I want to ask you something deeply personal. How many of these signs have you ignored? How many have you dismissed with phrases like, "It's normal, it'll pass, I'm just tired"? Your body isn't failing you. It's trying to protect you. It's screaming in its own language what you haven't been able to say out loud. Anxiety is not weakness. It's not madness. It's not a flaw. It's an overwhelmed defense system. It's your soul crying out for attention, for space, for rest. It's the result of living too long in survival mode. And no one can sustain that forever without paying a price. Today, this video is your wake-up call. Your sign. Your moment to pause and ask yourself, am I really okay? Or am I just surviving? Answer honestly. Without fear. Because the answer is the beginning of your healing. If you made it this far, I want to tell you something from the heart. You are brave. Not everyone dares to look within. Not everyone has the courage to face what hurts. But you did. And that is the first major step toward your freedom. Now, I invite you to keep walking. To seek support. To talk to someone. To write down what you feel. To treat your body as the sacred temple it is. To see your anxiety not as an enemy, but as a messenger. Because behind it lies a truth you need to hear, and a version of yourself that's waiting to be born. If this video spoke to you, if any part of you recognized itself in these words, comment below, "I'm ready to heal." That way I'll know you're not alone, that you're here, and that you're ready to begin. Give it a like, because maybe someone else needs to hear this and doesn't know how to find it. Subscribe to receive more messages that help you connect with yourself, your peace, and your true power. And remember, anxiety does not define you. You are so much more than that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel. And thank you for continuing on this journey. See you in the next video.